Yes, good morning. In today's video, we will be discussing about how to create and send great emails. As in previous videos, we have talked about email marketing as still providing highest return on investment. Email marketing is our own channel that we own and we can work accordingly as per our knowledge, as per our requirement, and we use a contact database, well segmented database, making with well lists segmented on common grounds. We have talked a lot about all this. Now in today's video we will be talking about how to create and send great email. Right? Great emails means that provides, that fulfills our objectives, our goals, the goals of the objectives and goals of the company. Best practices for high performing emails, that email that perform high, that has having highest open rates, click rates, delivery rate, conversion rate. We talked about in last videos, we talked about email marketing metrics, how we measure the success of email marketing, and there are different measures of measuring email marketing campaign. Determining a good primary goal for your email. So we must have a primary goal for our email. And please, our primary goal is not achieving high delivery rate or achieving high open rate or achieving high click rate. Our primary goal may be achieving branding. Our message could reach up to maximum audience. Our primary goal could be achieving conversions, sales, right? Revenue generations. These are basically our primary goals, our business goals, right? For that we work on high click, high optimized delivery and high opening. The second thing is optimize your email for opens. That is how we can optimize our email for better opening rate, because only when our customers, our users, our readers will open our email, only then they will be able to make action that is desired by the company. Getting the point? The opening is the first step, you can see. And even before that, delivery is the step. Compel your reader to action. Compel your reader to action means, action is what? To click or to fill a form, to click on a link, reach at a particular website with that link, by following that link and fill a particular form, or purchase a project or subscribe for a service. Our business objectives, business goal may be anything from them, right? The only way to write a great email is with a clear goal in mind. Clear goal in mind means I am very clear that I have to write an email in 2 small paragraphs, and then there should be a call to action button, that is a click, a link. After reading these 2 paragraphs, my reader will definitely click on that link or that button and will reach to my website on particular place and will fill the form or will buy the project or will subscribe for a service. That must be clear with me. That is basically our goal, and that must be clear with you. 5 important questions to ask yourself before finalizing such 2 paragraph email or 3 paragraph email copy. We call it email copy, email, right? Questions: who means who are our customers? Have you segmented our database? Have you defined your customers? Have you made a buyer persona profile? Who? To whom you are sending? What what you are going to send, when you are going to send. Don't send email if someone is busy on Monday morning at 11 o'clock working on his, busy with his own job on Monday morning 11 o'clock or Tuesday morning 11 o'clock. He or should be have some time and have some relaxed mind to read your email, to read your offer. And that we have to decide according to our company, according to our product, according to our profession, according to the, so that we know our buyer personas, our customers. We should know that my prospective customers or my existing customers will be free for reading my email around at 3:30 p.m. or maybe at 2:30 p.m. during the lunch. Right? That we should know. When, the time, where, on desktop or on email, alright, and why. Ultimately, why I should. Why? How this email is going to help my customer. The first question is, sometime we will talk about that golden circle, right? Later in inbound marketing in detail. Why I am sending that email, so we should know, right? Great content that is not relevant to the recipient would not get read. I said great contents, that is all contextual. Something may be zero value for you, but it may be great content for someone else. That is all contextual. So we have to define our context. Context, that should be contextual. Clicks and opens, right? Clicking on email link or button and opening an email are not appropriate primary goals for an email sent. That is clearly said in the first slide. Our primary goal, objective is not click or opening, that is achieving some business objective. That may be conversions, that may be sales, that may be brand building, that may be brand awareness, right? Awareness about our product. Getting the point? Sending the right content to the right person at the right time is not a recipe for success. Sending the right content, to the right person at the wrong time is not a recipe for success. The time also should be right. It should not be wrong. As I said, don't send email on marketing email, especially on Monday morning, 11 o'clock. At the time when your customers will be busy, very busy with his own work, on job. Where is your audience going to read your email? Where they are going to read? On a cab, right? On a metro or on office or on at home. Why is your company sending this message? I said why? How you are going to help? How will you know if you have met your goals? You should know how you are going to meet your goals, right? Crafting a great subject line. A great subject line. Because the first thing is delivery, email delivery percentage. You have sent 10,000 emails and how many have been delivered? Reaches to inbox. If it reaches to inbox, the second thing is open. For opening an email, we need a great subject line. Right? Creating a great subject line, it should be short is better. Not very long. Clearly visible, short subject line. Front load important words or key phrases. Key phrases we can use. Right? Avoid salesy language. Percentage, 50% discount and all. Avoid all this. Avoid all this salesy language. In your subject line at least. Keep it straightforward. Say something straightforward in your subject line. Personalize when appropriate. May write surname or name first name of the receiver if it is possible. Mix it up. That is, work on subject, work on email subject, and these are the some points, some criteria to write a subject line. Tips when choosing your from name and email address. From name and email address is also important. Use a company address, not a free webmail account. On the last, we will discuss about sending emails, right, from MailChimp. MailChimp is a bulk email service provider. You can go and work on with MailChimp, made an account, and later we will be sending some emails, right, with the help of the MailChimp. If you are sending bulk emails from MailChimp and that is free of cost, then MailChimp sends emails from its random generated address. Getting the point? It's random generated address. Use a company address, not a free webmail account. Please, everyone, make your mail account or your account with MailChimp. MailChimp, MailChimp. Visit www.mailchimp.com, make your account. MailChimp is a bulk email service provider. They provide 10,000 email sendings per month free of cost. That is, you can send 10,000 customers free emails per month. But the drawback is MailChimp sends from its random email ID. Here I am talking that send emails from your company address, right? Don't send emails from no reply, right? Use an address that indicates the purpose of the send, right? Use a customer life cycle should dictate who the email comes from, right? And later your names, preview text, right? The email must be sent from a company address and the name of some of employees. Two things there, right? Clear. Don't send from a random address. Preview text, we talked about subject line, that is important. I have given some suggestions. And apart from that, 2-3 lines that is visible without opening the emails, we call them preview text. Preview text that we can read without opening email. The snippet of copy that is pulled from the copy of your email, it is especially important on mobile. So you have to work on that preview text as well. Means if the reader is reading the subject line in preview text, compel the reader with your wordings, with your draftings, open the email. Make it attractive, valuable, that providing value. Without a focus on great copy, your readers will have a hard time finding value in your email. Great copy means great email that you will draft inside. Writing effective email copy. Don't be confused with copy. That is, email copy means email text, जो अंदर हम text लिखते हैं. Write for scannability. Use the right tone. The tone is necessary. What tone you are going to use in your words. Personalize when appropriate. Personalization, as I said, using name, designations, right? Making it readable on any screen. The email should be readable on small and as well as large screens. Proofread. That is, there must not be any grammatical mistake. And use active voice as much as you can. You should use active voice and use simple words to communicate. Don't use heavy literary words, are not required in business. Literary, we are not talking about heavy literary writing. We are talking about business writing, and we should use active words, active voice, simple words for writing an email copy. The function of a click to call. Click to action is to take the reader out of the inbox. Taking the reader out of the inbox means we have link or button inside the email every time. Otherwise, go to your Google inbox, open many emails. You can open some spam emails as well, marketing emails. Read them, how well they have been defined, and you will find important link within the email, and right buttons on some images, and then clicking on that link, on that button, you moves out of the inbox and reaches on a third website where you are going to purchase a product or going to subscribe a service, right? That is important. Ask yourself, what do I want the reader to do while you are sending? What do I want the reader to do? Click the link and reaches the website. Why should they do it? Why? Is the product you are selling or service you are selling is relevant? How will they know how to do it? That you have to think about. Make each component of your email a call to action. Call to action means clickable. Whether an image in the email you have inserted or a link, hyperlink you have placed, everything must be called to action. Link images to your offers landing page. The images should be clickable, and link these images to offer page on website. Add a CTA. CTA is again call to action. Right? Hyperlink the appropriate copy in the email, appropriate words you can make hyperlink. Edit ALT text of images and CTAs. Modify your preview text for better results. Make the preview text more relevant. Actionable language makes it crystal clear what the reader is supposed to do with your email. Actionable language is like download now. Right? You always see download and now with it. Not a maximum time. Now, download now makes the language actionable. Take an action. Download now and an apostrophe. Let's take the action. Download now. Turant, abhi, karo. So this is one email copy. This is the preview text, and these are the clickable verbs in the CTA. Call to action, clickable call to actions. Right? This is survey. Do you mostly text? Do you prefer that emails from companies contain mostly images or mostly text? The most people like mostly images here. This survey tells. As such, we talk about having maximum 2 images on a email. Effect of number of images in marketing emails on CTR. CTR is click-through rate. If you increase number of images, then the CTR up to 2 or 3 images, it is good to have 2-3 images. More than that, people I don't like more than 2-3 images on an email. Maximum 2. So this is 2 images are appropriate on an email copy, right? And that must be CTR. Thank you for the day. Thanks for the day. This is the right.